Welcome, grade 6s, to your practical activity on page 121. We are doing a evaporation activity today to find out if a solid substance can be separated from a solution by evaporating the water. So we need a beaker or a glass. We need 2 evaporating dishes or saucers. I don't have that. I'm going to be using these 2 beakers. Water, sugar, a teaspoon, gas burner or Bunsen burner. You can see I've got my Bunsen burner set up here in front, and we'll use that in a minute. So let's first start with our method. We must fill our beaker halfway with water. Then we are going to add 5 teaspoons of sugar. Stir the water in the beaker until all the sugar has dissolved. Keep adding more sugar in small quantities to the water, stirring well every time until no more sugar is left. So let's start with that. Okay, I've added in enough sugar to make my solution as saturated as I can. And I'm just going to leave it for a few seconds. You can see on the bottom, well, I can see on the bottom, there's a few sugar particles that are going to settle. So for our next one, number 6, pour the saturated solution into the beaker. It looks almost syrupy. And then I'm going to leave that to evaporate in the sun over the weekend, which I did, and I will show you the end results at the end of the video. Okay, so then number 7, place 1 evaporating dish in a dry, warm place for a few days. I'll show you later. Place the other evaporating dish on a tripod over the gas burner. So let's just light our gas burner. That was hectic. Okay, so let's put this on. Our mesh, and then our beaker that has our saturated solution. Make it a bit low. I don't want to make it heat up too quickly, because it's supposed to be on a low heat. Carefully heat the solution in the evaporating dish and keep on heating slowly until all the water has evaporated. While this is doing what it's supposed to be doing, I'm going to read the questions. Write a safety warning for the experiment. Your safety warning can be anything, especially with fire and glass. Don't cut yourself, don't break anything. Be careful when you're lighting the Bunsen burner. And always wear protective gear like safety goggles. Number 2, explain what happened to the sugar particles when they dissolved in the water. Use the terms solute, solvent, and solution in your explanation. So the sugar particles, which is the solute, was dissolved in the water, which is the solvent, to make this solution of sugar and water. How do you know that the water is evaporating from the evaporating dishes? Pretty soon we will see some steam coming up here, and also the water level should eventually get lower. If you leave your other evaporating dish in the sun, you will see that the water starts to disappear because it is busy evaporating. Number 4, what is the water changing into? The water is changing into a gas. Explain the change of a state of water during evaporation. The change of state from water, it's going from a liquid to a gas. The water is heating up and turning into steam, which is then evaporating. Number 6, what forms at the bottom of the evaporating dishes? We had this in our last lesson. It is called residue. It is what is left behind after the water has evaporated. Number 7, why was 1 evaporating dish heated? What is the purpose of heating an evaporating solution? The purpose of heating an evaporating solution is to separate soluble materials from water. So as you can see, we've got our solution and we are trying to evaporate the water in order to separate the sugar which has dissolved from the water. And that is the point of our experiment today. I'm going to turn this up and then I will be back with you in a few minutes.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, so grade 6s, this is our end result of evaporation with the water and the sugar solution. As you can see inside, it is very runny and sticky. And this one that we left on the windowsill to evaporate has crystallized. And so yeah, those are the two differences. This one has gone, as I've said, very sticky. That one is crystallized. But as you can see, the end result, we were able to separate the soluble solid from the water. Thanks so much.